You are listening to the Path of Presence podcast, where we integrate head and heart with mindful alignment of branding, business, and social presence with Evelyn Foreman. Free resources are available on our website at pathofpresence.com. Join us on an awakening journey to flourish online, to build a sustainable lifestyle business, to market your program or service, to create intentional community, and to receive inspiration, information, and ideas on how to balance the entrepreneurial journey. Together, let's move forward as the light we've come to be, integrated, heart-centered, spirit-guided, and vision-led. And now your host, Evelyn Foreman. Well, hello and welcome to our very first episode of Season 2. Our theme for this season is all about the journey of presence, of being present to the process of entrepreneurship, of building a business, and of living a thriving, balanced, and integrated life. The operative word here is integrated and balanced. Because as creative people, we are never at a lack of ideas. We tend to give it our all and inevitably burn out because of our unfiltered zeal. So how do we go about thriving to surf the zeal that channels as us and to not simply be in the flow, but to become the flow itself? Well, that's the conversation, the deeper work of becoming present to the process, isn't it? As entrepreneurs, we plug away in our home offices and many times alone. And sometimes we don't get the acknowledgement of the immense task that is before us. Many of us have a product, a service, or program and are wanting to take it online, to automate it, and to offer it to the world. Some of us are just beginning to decipher what we want to build as an online business. Do we want to offer a service, a product, a program, an ebook? Some of us are still deciding, but whichever you are, whatever path you're on, I want you to know you have a place here at the Path of Presence. Most of us go about building our business as though it is war, suiting up, calling on all our resources and our allies because we know we'll need them, and then marching them on to the battlefield as though we're fighting for our lives. But does it need to be that way? Some of us are so scattered and unfocused that we find ourselves running around in circles, feeling incompetent and incapable. We just want to cry from frustration, feeling as though we're sitting in the car in the quicksand and it's not turning on and we're getting nowhere quick. And does it need to be that way? Maybe you're running a flourishing business offline and seeing clients, but you want a better way to go about doing things, a more efficient way so that you're no longer trading dollars for hours. But this transition, it seems quite monumental, doesn't it? The first time you've done it. Even finding an extra hour in the day might feel impossible with your level of busy. But does it really need to be that way? Well, dear one, I honor your journey and I can totally relate. Since I got out of corporate America some 2 decades ago, I've never looked back. Being an entrepreneur is awesome, and it comes with the freedom, creativity, and space to do whatever we want, a very unique set of experiences that others do not get to undergo. A true heart of an entrepreneur is that you never run out of ideas. Creativity brims from the inside out, and our task really is to find a system and a method that tempers your creativity so that it has a way to go from idea to product, from concept to manifested product, service, program, ebook, or whatever it is that you imagine. To get from the brilliance of what is wanting to express through you to a tangible product that is self-sustaining, generates income, and thus a livelihood for you is a path. The fact of the matter is, unless you are a bodhisattva and 100%, 1,000% altruistic, we do not write blogs just to write blogs. We do not create products just because we enjoy it so much. At some point, to be a sustainable business, we must also balance our altruistic endeavors, our selfless acts of service, with the bottom line. This is where the rubber meets the mat, or the saying goes. This is not selfishness or being money hungry. This is reality and the truth of sacred economy, of exchange, monetarily or otherwise. So we're all on our journey. And in the journey of this particular podcast, this venue of Path of Presence, I decided to break it into 4 quarters a year, having 12 episodes per quarter with a break in between to recalibrate between seasons and reset. So along the journey of our Path of Presence, it isn't that getting to the finish line isn't important. It truly is. Completion is awesome. There is nothing like it. But going through the process of being pregnant with an idea for a program, a book, a course, a service, a retreat of some sort, maybe getting online, learning how to use systems, creating a process, all that is a journey of being pregnant. Those of us who have gone through the journey of pregnancy already can probably relate that there are trimesters and road bumps and challenges and celebrations. And as we go through it the first time, particularly, everything is new. The content, relationships, the process, the landscape, the entire experience. And then as we undergo some more, we become a little more familiar with the landscape. We become more integrated and we become more comfortable in our own skin. So in the seasons of the journey, I'll pick some topics each week to address a piece of our journey of birthing not simply our program, but ourselves in the process. Let this podcast accompany you as you go through the journey of entrepreneurship, of getting online, in whichever trimester you may be. I promised to give you a preview of the upcoming episodes in this series, and here they are so that you can tune in with us for season 2. So season 2 will take us October, November, December through the end of this year, 2017. Through the hustle and bustle of the holidays. And I'm praying that this podcast can be a gift, a respite for you, albeit, 10, 20 minutes at most. My prayer is that this podcast can be a nugget of groundedness for you as you undergo the miracle of this season. Family, work, business, sanity, friends, family, and whatever calls to you for expansiveness, for transformation for your soul. So right here, you're listening to episode 1, which is the preview of this season. Every Thursday, a new episode will be released. Our second episode is titled Do Not Compare and will preview next week on the 12th. Following that, in episode 3, the title will be Turning It All Off, and it's all about focus. Episode 4 is on organization and learning to put things in 5 organizational buckets. You don't want to miss this one. Episodes 5, 6, and 7, which will be airing November 2nd, 9, and 16, right before the Thanksgiving holiday, will be on vision-guided, spirit-led, and heart-centered topics in business building. November 23rd, right around Thanksgiving, will be all about how to give it away and getting more in return than ever expected. The following episode on the 30th will be about how we can step up and be of service, not just to ourselves and our family, but to the world. Episode 10, as we move into December, will be on your why, the North Star, that guiding light of why you're doing what you're doing. And on the 14th, the middle of December, we're going to talk about gifts that are involved in what we're doing. And then the last episode of our season, episode 12 in season 2, right before the Christmas holiday on the 21st. It'll be airing on the 21st. That episode will be all about getting quiet, getting still, and listening to that sacred voice within us. And so that is a look-see of our season, and I am really excited about the lineup. This next season on this podcast, about our journey collectively and individually, is an important path of living an awakened life, and to do so with presence as an entrepreneur. We'll talk about the nuances of the rhythm and the energy that most, if not all, entrepreneurs face, no matter where you are on your unfolding path. And remember, all our podcasts are housed at our website, pathofpresence.com/podcast. Also available as a download, of course, through various distribution channels across the web and beyond, such as Apple's iTunes, iCloud, Stitcher, YouTube, just to name a few. Be sure to not miss an episode. Join the Path of Presence newsletter right on our main page on the website, pathofpresence.com, to get updates on new episodes whenever they're available. And if you'd like to be in community with us, with other conscious, heart-centered, spirit-led entrepreneurs, please hop over to our Facebook group and join us. The page to that group is facebook.com/groups/pathofpresence. If you're not already a member, submit a request and we'll see you on the other side. If you have any questions, we'd love to field them. Please send the questions to our email address, light, L-I-G-H-T, at pathofpresence.com. And remember, presence is spelled P-R-E-S-E-N-C-E. Thank you again for your beautiful presence today. I'm honored and privileged to be with you. This is Evelyn Foreman with Path of Presence, celebrating you on every step you take along the path. We'll see you soon. Thank you for listening to the Path of Presence podcast with Evelyn Foreman. Join us each week for mindful, engaging, enlightening dialogue to shift your awareness and build your business online. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to this podcast by clicking on the subscribe button. Join our Facebook page for updates, freebies, tips, and trainings at facebook.com/pathofpresence. Free business and social media marketing resources available on our website at pathofpresence.com. You are listening to the Path of Presence podcast with Evelyn Foreman. Have a beautiful day and aloha.